What's going on, everybody? It's Kevin over here at Custom Night Vision. Today we're going to be talking about Eotechs. We've got a few of the products available on our website here on the table in front of me. We're going to talk about the features and benefits of each one and try to give you some information to help you make a better educated decision on which one may work best for you. All right, so we're going to jump right into it with the first model we've got here on the table. This is the Eotech 512. This one is powered by two AA batteries. It's obvious kind of how you look at it, you can tell, but with that comes increased runtime over the CR123 options. This one's rated at 2200 to 2500 hours runtime. Per Eotech, these are the best selling optic that they sell internationally. They're ubiquitous with the GWatt. They're iconic looking. Something that you should be aware of with this is it is an absolute co-witness height. So if you're familiar with optic heights on ARs and certain platforms that are similar, most of those start at a lower 1/3. This is going to be a little bit lower than what you're used to, but this lends itself to being useful on other weapon systems that may not require so much height over bore. At any rate, it's a great option, great price. The next option on the table, the next variant on the table is the XPS2-0. I really like this option because it comes in this limited OD green color. If you're into this and you have some weapons set up with this kind of color scheme, go get one. They're on our website while they're available. They don't do these very often. This shares a lot of similarities with the 512 in that it's an absolute co-witness height. It's submersible to 10 feet. Where it differs is it has a transverse mounted CR123 here in the front. These are rated at 1000 hours runtime. The battery being mounted in this way and being a smaller overall battery compartment is significant. If you have a weapon system with limited top rail space and you want to run laser switches, those kind of things, this frees up a lot of real estate. So, if this is talking to you, then take that into consideration when selecting which optic you want to go with. The next option on the table is the EXPS3-0. This is probably the most popular Eotech sold in the United States. The big difference between this one and an XPS2-0 is the EXPS3-0 comes in a lower 1/3 height from the factory with a QD lever, a quick detach mount already integrated into the optic itself. It also comes with the buttons, the power and brightness buttons on the side, as well as it has a night vision setting button. This is significant because when you use this in conjunction with a magnifier, it's kind of difficult to get to those buttons on the back of the optic. So Eotech moved the buttons over to the side. This optic also has 10 night vision settings in addition to the 20 daylight settings. So if you're aiming passively with night vision like a lot of us do, this might be where you want to start. The EXPS line is submersible to 33 feet as opposed to 10 feet with the XPS. Further iterations of the EXPS3-0, we have here on the table the EXPS3-2 and the EXPS3-4. These optics are almost the same in every way with the exception of the reticle layout. The EXPS3-0 has the single center aiming dot like we're familiar with on all Eotechs. The -2 has two center aiming dots that can be used like a BDC. They are visible with the unaided eye. Very useful. There's literature on Eotech's website about how to best utilize that reticle, those aiming dots on different weapon systems. And the final variant, the EXPS3-4, this has 4 dots inside the center ring, and it is recommended that you use these with a magnifier. They're so close together when you look with the naked eye. It's kind of hard to discern, which dot you're holding on. So it's best utilized with the magnifier. Suffice to say, they are you know, the 3.0, the 3.2, and the 3.4 are almost exactly the same with the exception of, you know, the reticle layout. So in closing, or in conclusion, this is a lot of information for some people, and there's models that I left out here on the table, but I put together like a little cheat sheet for anybody that's shopping for Eotechs, kind of help you decide which model to get. If the optics name starts with XPS, it's going to come standard out of the box with a crossbolt style mount instead of a QD. It's going to have the buttons on the rear, and it's going to be absolute co-witness. If the optics name starts with EXPS, it's going to come out of the box with the QD lever we talked about, the lower 1/3 co-witness height, and the buttons are going to be on the side. If the optic suffix is a 2.0, then it is not going to have the night vision settings, and it's going to have the 10-foot water submersion rating. If it's a 3.0 suffix, it's going to have the night vision settings and a 33-foot water submersion rating. So use that information to help make your selection when you're trying to figure out which one of these is right for you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call us, email us, hit us up on any of our social medias. We'd love to answer your questions and help you figure out which one of these is right for you.